I've heard the argument from both sides. So to get a definitive perspective, I've arranged to meet Professor Terry Goldsworthy, a criminologist working at Bond University on the Gold Coast. He was a policeman for 27 years and dealt with the bikies firsthand.
Bikies are organised crime groups. Is that true?
There's elements within some of the gangs that would be engaged in organised crime, and we've seen the arrests for drug trafficking, etc. There's an element that is. We know on the government data that 40% of the gang members have a criminal history, and conversely 60% don't. And usually they were committing acts of public violence, you know, acts that weren't thought out, they were spur-of-the-moment type things.
Unorganised?
Yeah, unorganised. The 3 top offences for a 5-month period that they looked at were breach of bail, low-level drug production and unlicensed driving, or drug possession, sorry, and unlicensed driving. And we've got to remember that the best analysis we can come up with shows that bikies commit somewhere less than 1% of overall crime.
What do you think of bikies? Do you like them?
Look, I'm not an over fan of bikies. I wouldn't rush to have lunch with them. I think they like the group culture, they like existing at that 1%. They don't really want to be a part of mainstream society. There certainly is an element that commit very violent crimes, and there is an element that commits some organised crime. I saw last week that we were told that the police had recouped $2.3 million so far in the bikie war. It sounds impressive, but until you look at the Australian Crime Commission, which tells us that the criminal economy in Australia is worth about $15 billion a year. So these guys are alleged to be the pinnacle of crime. If you work it out...
They're not making that much money, are they?
Well, they're making, each person, if you work it out over that 12-month period, makes $125 a week. Hardly the SARS of organised crime. If you're going to start targeting people because of association, you're targeting them because of who they are, not what they've done. It's not about who you are, it's about what you do. And that's the way the law should operate.
By their own admission, outlaw motorcycle clubs have and undoubtedly will continue to commit crime. But the statistics and what we've found on the ground proves they are not the grave threat or the organised crime syndicates that some members of the press, the police and politicians have painted them out to be. And if that's true, then these laws are ultimately unjust, unfair and undemocratic.